Thanks for coming over to Amadeus. Today's Dungeon Hunter Champion video is going to be all about that glorious golden beast, the light golem Basalt. Now, before we get into that though, I want to talk a little bit about a mission that we have to complete today. Got to summon 3 champions. I thought what a better way to do that than to use the Cleric banner. So many people telling me they have this just amazing luck this week getting Clerics, and I've gotten all this feedback around all of the like nature and fire and dark Clerics, and we're going to do some stuff on that next week. And it's, oh, lasers! Oh, give me a Cleric, give me a Cleric, give me a Cleric, give me a Cleric, give me a Cleric. Man, did you not hear me, Game Loft? Such teasers! It's not right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can do this. We can do this. Give me Cleric. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Give me Cleric. Come on, Game Off. Lasers! Come on! Come on! Lasers! What do you got? Cleric! Cleric! Come on! What? Oh, that's not a Cleric! Oh, that is not right, guys. That is not right. I'm so angry. Oh, the channel almost became so unfriendly just now. Oh, man alive. I just, yeah, come on, man. You're going to give me 2 lasers back to back on a banner and neither one's the Cleric? That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. That's fine, Game Off. That's fine. That's fine. So next week we're going to start playing Shadow Raid Legends, or Raid Shadow Legends, whatever that game is called that I keep getting beat up to play. Game Off, I hate you so much right now. Oh, man. Just ridiculous. Okay. Get it together, Amo. Get it together. Okay. This is just probably not going to make it onto YouTube. But, man. Just push the buttons. Push the buttons for the audience. Play the music, monkey. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just totally done now. Oh, man. I really wanted a Cleric. See, like, everybody's just, like, telling me about how amazing the Cleric's Nature Cleric, Fire Cleric, Dark Cleric's even really cool. The Light Cleric is insane. Like, everybody just talking about it. And, one of the members of the community, we're going to show off some video for it next week. Just kind of really, really brilliantly broke down the Dark Cleric and sent it over to me and asked me to look at it and talk to me about it. And I was like, oh, absolutely, man. Can I use this? And he was like, yeah, of course. So we'll get that out to everybody next week. Now, like I said, that's just some, like, a lot of good feedback. So not necessarily like top tier, like triple S champions, but just so good in like their niche roles. Like specifically in PvP and like Outer Harbinger and some of the other places. Just really good. All right, let's get it back on track. We're gonna talk about the light golem. All right, so let's talk about Basalt, the light golem. So, like I said earlier, a lot of people ask me how I'm building them. Now, I will tell you, like, this is not an early game build. I feel this is like a very late game build unit because there's only a couple of places I think this champion really excels, and that's in PvP defense scenarios, because I just don't see him being the best possible options. Obviously, you can use your champions wherever you want to use them. I'm never going to tell you that it's a bad idea. But to be the most effective, I think this champion plays a very invisible role because he's always on defense. So it's really hard because we don't have a way to test our own defenses, right? So usually it's like you got to partner up with a guild member or a friend or whatever and say, hey, hit my defense. I do that with the community all the time. As a matter of fact, in the comments below, hit my defense. The golem's in there. Let me know overall what you thought about the defense. The whole point is it's supposed to stall, not win. I need to like really push people to 20 plus seconds on my defense. And if I can get 20 plus seconds on my defense, I know I can reliably get 2 wins against other people's defenses on average, at least in the top 100, which is, I kind of like to end, because I don't do rush hour. So I like to, going into Sunday morning, I like to be like top 20, top 30 if I can, because usually that means I'm going to finish like in the top 100, top 150 after rush hour. But reliably, what I want to do is I want to have, because sometimes I get like 10, 15 minutes right before rush hour ends and I want to jump in there. So I want to make sure my defense is set up to be able to maximize the most possible return for me. And I think Basalt has really shown me over the last couple of weeks what a great champion he is on defenses, just from a win perspective, as well as from that stall perspective we were talking about. Now, we'll go through it real quick because it's really important to have him fully skilled up. Costume, I haven't really invested in. There's just other priorities, which is why I'm saying this is a late game champion. His element neutrality is really a big deal. Because you need the most possible units in your team that aren't going to like be really poor against nature, right? Because you get a lot of really powerful water champions like Rona coming out, and then in the same instance, you have a lot of water units that are susceptible to like Rhoda, right? So you're always going to have some of that, and then of course you have just amazing OP champion units like Phoenix and the Water Sniper and their Peregrine. Or not Peregrine. Holy cow, I forgot her name. I forgot what her name is. I was so happy to get her and I completely forgot what her name is. Kestrel, okay. So you have like the Water Snipers like Kestrel, right? So for me, what I wanted to do is I wanted to get, like this unit right here, I want to get more defense on them. But from a gear perspective, I went Dazzling because Dazzling is it's just so amazing from a defense perspective. Because just stunning somebody for a couple of seconds, because that's all you're really looking for. You're just looking for a couple of extra seconds to hold everybody off. So I went with Dazzling Precise, and I just went with an HP build. And then just tried to get accuracy and defense in the substats. Still looking for some better gear. And that's why we grind in Elder Drake sometimes. But yeah, still looking for some better gear because I'd like to get his defense, doesn't matter. Defense from where it is right now at 1,000. I'd like to get it to about 1,500. I think that'd be a much sweeter spot while still maintaining the same HP, right? Now, from a skill perspective, you're like, why do you have HP instead of attack? Well, because he's not going to do enough damage ever to be like a real strong DPS unit in comparison with other options you have, right? So what I really wanted to do was make sure that he had a lot of HP because his consume magic is based on HP, right? That additional damage is based on HP. And I wanted to have accuracy so that he could steal buffs, right? Because that's another thing. So many buffs out there, it's just insane. So champions that can strip buffs are key, especially if like he ends up stripping immunity and then lands some stuns. That's fantastic because he has the ability not just with Dazzling to do stuns, but he also has a 6-second explosive shout, which stuns people, right? Once again, it's based on HP, so you see why we're kind of building him for HP. And then his Earthquake does a ton of crowd control, so slows, disorients, stuns, like all of those things, and it's a really big area. So all of those things are really helpful. Now his synergy trait, it's just not super great in comparison to like some of the other champion skills. But I will tell you that I've been using them in arena, and I'm seeing from an arena standpoint. Let's clean this up. I'm seeing from an arena standpoint, I'm not going to revenge anybody on the list, so don't worry about it, guys. If you're one of the folks that are hitting me up and then giving me feedback, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna revenge anybody during the week. But what I'm getting as far as feedback is like, oh, Ammo, man, I blew through your defense. It only took 30 seconds. Oh, I blew through your defense. It only took like 25 seconds. What I'm really looking for is like people like, Ammo, I blew through your defense in 10 seconds. Like, I'm like, oh, that's brutal. So I have been trying a couple of different things out, specifically around like the synergy traits to see whether or not like defense is more applicable or HP is more applicable. I got some feedback earlier today just around the B is lasting a long time, so people are targeting the B last, right? because they're able to blow through the rest of the units. So I might want to beef up my other units. And I know that typically in Arena, I think from my perspective and like my experience, correct me in the comments below, but it's got to be a really strong combination of sturdy, like defense champ. It's got a defense rating as well as HP. So you don't want to totally go HP. You want to have a defense, which is, like I said, it's like one of the opportunities I think I have with my light golem right now, Basalt, is that he doesn't have enough defense. Like I said, I'd like to get it up to 1500. I think that would be 1500 with 90,000 HP. I think is pretty solid. And then, you know, you don't want to drop his accuracy down because you still want to land all those stuns. And then just having him on Dazzling, it really seems to be working out great when people are connecting with me and telling me about it, because it's meeting the goal. Now, if I had like a threat, like a vampire, I would definitely switch some things out and toss the vampire in there, or even the light sniper maybe. But you know, there's a couple of really great arena defense champions like the light bee that I don't have, but if I did, I would totally replace the nature bee. And we'll talk about the nature bee in a later video. But I really like what Golem brings to this as far as like a crowd control, and building him on Dazzling just augmented that even more. So he's just a great unit. But like I said, I really feel like he's kind of like in-game, right? Because there's so many other champions you need to build for progression. So many champions you need to build so that you can work out in co-op. Because he's not a great champion for co-op. It's really just like he plays a role in the defense. Like I said, he's the invisible champion because you aren't actively watching him do his thing. It's always like these lagging indicators, these post-mortems when you're looking at whether or not you have revenges, and then if people are telling you that something's going on. So, but yeah, I'd love to know in the comments below what you guys think. Keep the feedback coming. You can hit me up on Discord, or you can continue to chit chat with me in the comments on the YouTube channel. Either way, whatever's best for you guys. Just keep the conversation alive. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a conversation. Let me know if I'm crazy, or if you're one of those mad scientists out there in the community making things happen behind the scenes when it comes to champion builds. Let me know that too, right? I definitely want to get in on that action. But as always, thanks for watching the videos. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.